morning, everyone. So yeah, this has been quite the morning. As you can see, it's pretty early. Um, just gonna be a quick one. We've been up since 2:30. A lot of energetics, a lot of deep, dark stuff. Individually and I don't know. Anyways, so here we are. No shirts in our sleeping outfits. Well, Casey has her shirt on. So yeah, for myself, I had to come into power on a certain level, and I had to do some writing, and it was a nice release, and it so a couple things came through. Okay, well, we're dealing with a cat here.
Oh.
It's laying on the rocks. Welcome back, Casey. So, we've been, I've been dealing with something, and it was pretty deep and entrenched, and, I just reached a point this morning where I was like, I'm tired, I'm done, and it was different than what I've experienced when, you get to that, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. It was different. And so I was really angry, frustrated, feeling hurt. It had nothing to do with Casey and us. Disconnected, just from everything. And so that's where the power element, or the, a side of me that I really haven't come into. Something that Casey's mentioned about a little bit. So beautiful. And anyways, God, you look blurry. You look like you're way back there.
That's fine with me.
That's fine with Casey.
I'm silent right now.
Yeah. And she's being a sport, and we're, oh, there's the cat again. Careful, honey. Yeah, so, all right. A couple things. Good release with a block embodiment that hasn't allowed me to step into. Oh no, honey, definitely not. No. This is enough light.
You want to be on camera?
I mean, I'm still on camera. It's yeah. I was just going somewhere.
Sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about.
Your cat is in heat.
We do have a crazy freaking cat that keeps us at all hours of the night.
She's in heat.
Yeah. And it's something else. Man, how do I, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, no, I energetically feel connected on a different level with my divine masculine, and coming out with what I had to release, and then there's another part here.
I have no clue. I am not aware of what's going on. I'm just sitting here.
So when Casey and I first came in and connected, and I jokingly referenced something because it's sort of out there in the community, so to speak, where I was like, I wonder what my new higher vibration name is going to be.
Oh, that was weird.
Is it weird?
Yeah.
And I embodied that through this release. And I know I'm going to expand into it, but kind of part of that release was this passivity that I have embodied regarding, and really Casey and I haven't talked about any of this prior to, this was my idea to get on. Yeah, I'm tired of just, I'm ready for action. I'm ready to engage. I'm ready to just completely what we're here for and embody in the fullness of balance. But, yeah, balance and what I know is my true self. So, going forward, the name, which I don't know if I'm going to go fully into it, but
You should. It's very interesting. It's bizarre, really.
It's really bizarre. And I mean, I wouldn't just like change my name and just pick something random. This was actually presented. What did you say? Like,
Well, share the.
so we got new
Sorry.
phones. Oh, you're fine. We got new phones, and we tried going through Casey. What?
Oh yeah. So you have to go through this. Okay, sorry, I was gonna get to the point, but.
Yeah, I'm not super. Anyways, so I mean, it's a process, and actually, us getting these phones in the sense of, okay, all right, but it is. It's like, because it's not just getting the phones. It's us connecting together, like having a bond, I guess, right? Like
Yeah. What did I tell him? It's like I don't know about that. It's too much commitment for me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, so there's some elements, and now both Casey and I are pretty much, we're just navigating, getting through life, and we don't have great credit. Casey doesn't even have a bank or a credit card or or a bank card even.
I haven't banked in
no driver's
over
license.
10 years. I drive Sovereign. Thank you very much.
She drives Sovereign. Mine's not much better. I think I went to go look for a car and take on a small car loan. They're like, you have no credit. So this is interesting with the system. This is kind of another tie-in. So, yeah,
Okay.
fuckery. Okay. All right, I'm getting there. So they ran through Casey first because she already has the internet through the same company, which we're nameless. All right, baby.
You brought me in this. Let's just get to the point.
Okay. So then he wanted to run it through mine, and I'm like, well, is it based off credit, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, Casey, bear with me here, babes.
It's really early. Just yeah.
And so I gave him my ID, He's like, oh, we'll get a better deal through me, and we got a good amount of savings. We got new phones. We don't put any money down.
Okay.
Okay.
To the point. The name.
So further down in this process, like I had to talk to someone about confirming something, and wait, I'm getting there, baby. Okay. Go
Okay.
ahead.
You know what I would say?
What would
You
you
know
say?
how I would get it is. They had a check to your Social Security, and a different name came up.
Well, it was through my license.
It wasn't his name on his birth certificate, right?
Or,
Which is
well,
bizarre.
Any
Yeah.
name like that, it wasn't on anything.
Yeah, but it was connected with your Social Security number and your license, and it wasn't Eric, which I did say when I first met you. It's like you do not seem like Eric. It doesn't fit you.
Right.
So anyway, the name is.
Zyrie.
Yeah, that was weird. See.
Z-I-R-I-E. So going forward again, I'm.
And he assumed it was a middle name or something.
Yeah. And it
AT&T
came up.
had it
I mean,
over
it
here.
registered into their system.
Yeah.
And
That's strange.
you know, it's funny. So yesterday was a different type of day. I was down in the middle, you know, beginning part, and then kind of came up and out, and then got into some densities later in the night. I mean, it was just we had an interesting day. But so I never even, it didn't even register. I had gotten one email from something the day before yesterday, and so coming into this process that I just came through at 2:33 in the morning, it still wasn't connected.
I think we both woke up at the exact same time. Too.
Yeah, we did.
And then I was going through my own stuff, and then
And but neither was a little play out, but like, it wasn't like. Okay. It wasn't like, I don't know. It wasn't. I don't know. I embodied again some passive, you know, energy of wanting to apologize or explain or like kind of have understanding between us, and it really wasn't necessary. And we've had that before where I haven't gone to that place, but it was just, I mean, I was outside and I was so angry, and this is before Casey came out. I was trying to like, I was lying down where Casey usually lies down, and I never lie down there, but it was just.
Well, what led up to it, and you apologize like for pulling away because you can share that.
Well, I don't need to go into details of it, do I? That's what I'm saying. I already expressed that there was a little moment for myself where, and I
I'm
will.
like, you don't have to apologize. It didn't bother me at all, you know.
It had to do with a connection aspect for myself, not specific to Casey, but I was reaching out to her in a way that, you know, was maybe not appropriate at the time, and
I shut it down.
yeah, but that's a little harsh. I mean, it's not that you shut. I mean, you
I just said no. You asked me, and I said no.
Right.
And you asked me again and again, and I said no.
No, I asked multiple
3
times.
Yes.
There was 2.
Yes,
Okay.
3 times. And I just said no. You know, no.
So.
So you turned over, and I didn't even notice that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, and you apologize for it pulling away, and I'm like, it didn't bother me at all.
Right. And that's because I was in a totally different place. I was like, there was something internal that just was dense, and you know, I couldn't really. And so when I went outside, you know, Casey was trying to go back to sleep, but I mean, I could feel her too, and I knew. I mean, because we both woke at the same time, and our energy was, you know, just not going back to sleep. So, yeah, I went out there, and the only thing that really came up was just, I was so angry. Well, initially it was, I'm tired, and I'm like, I'm tired. I'm just like, I don't want to, and this is what we're dealing with, like, not just us, but like, you know, the collective is dealing with it on their densities and vibrations and levels, and you know, we maintain a pretty high vibe, but you know, there's just things that come in and get into us that program whatever, and then you throw in, well, and that's what gets lost sometimes is our connection to each other. I mean, Casey just went through and watched a bunch of our videos, and
Well, it was guided to because I was being pulled in another direction.
Right.
And
I
was guided to, and on your phone too. It was very specific. Watched it, and then it connected me back into us. Yep.
And that was my embodiment. I felt like there's something that's not of me with this, and so I pushed through it. And I mean, I'm not a angry, violent person. I'm a very, you know.
You are pretty. What do I call you? A gentle giant.
Yeah, gentle giant. Like, and that's really at the end part of this process. What came through for me is that I'm not. I'll always have that heart, you know. But I'm not. I'm done with just playing nice, I guess, and just.
Ooh, really?
I mean, it's going to be an embodiment and a process, and part of it is.
too. You're still going to embody, you know, that pure love essence, but it's just like that, kind of like righteous anger, not, you know, taking.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, and Casey's had a process. I mean, we got broken glass up here hanging in an art exhibit that, you know, and I couldn't tap into that for myself.
Yes, when I shared that with you, he's like, "Oh, I don't go there." And I'm
Right.
like, I had to release, and I have to do it in a healthy manner and in an artistic manner.
And where
so
I was
very releasing to bust those bottles.
Right, and where I was out there,
yeah.
I mean, I was getting to, you know, I'll use the term boiling point, but I was like, I had a full bottle of water, and I just wanted to freaking throw it up over the. I mean, it was like this energetic purge. I was like, I mean, I wanted to punch a wall and just, you know, I was just like, you know, just I was done.
Well, you hold it in. Even last night when you had the news about your uncle, and you're sitting there trying to release, but with your arms crossed, and I'm like, you need to open your arms. You're holding that energy in.
Yeah, there was some other stuff that definitely, for myself, and that obviously everything works for the highest good. And,
and you said too, you kind of went into like this little pity party because I could feel you wanting me to comfort you, but I knew that wasn't my role. I brought you out something to read that I utilized to see every trigger in pure love, but I wasn't going to coddle you.
And I wrote that down in there. I don't know if I can find it really quick, but it's about aloneness, you know, and that's, you know, Casey. I think that was one of the things I mentioned this morning, or you know, when she came out. Casey ended up coming out, and I was already trying to figure out where I could get to a release point, and so I got up from off the ground, and that Casey was coming out at the same time. Casey wanted to go into her zone, but I wanted to extend something, and I get, you know, like when it comes to me sharing, and if she's in her place, and I tend to overextend or like want to go deeper than she's in a place too, you know, she's not going to be receptive, but she was, and what I, you know, I'm losing kind of the pointer aspect of what I was going to share, but she allowed, and it was, I mean, the point wasn't that I was apologizing or, it was the connectedness, that's what it was, and then the aloneness, that space of, you know, I can't rely on her and she can't rely on me for our stuff, and that's what she was bringing up, Casey was bringing up from last night.
Because we were both outside, and you were releasing, I was releasing, and I'm like, I could feel you wanting me to help you physically, and it's like I was sitting there, but it's like
I was embodying that.
You have to do you.
I was embodying that, like on the level that I did want that, but I knew that wasn't. But I knew it wasn't. Like I had to have my, you know, my thing with it.
And I was gently, I mean.
She was holding space.
And I, you know, with the whole arm crossing, it's like you're not going to release it. With
yes, she was very present with my process. And so this morning, again, this writing down, I haven't read it to Casey, I'm going to, or let her read it. And so it's like, once I wrote it down and I ended it, it's kind of just 2 pages of just.
Are you going to read it?
Remember that?
On camera?
Do you want to do it?
No, I don't. I just like, are you going to read it? Like, no, okay. I don't. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
I wasn't planning on it. I wasn't planning on it. This is for me and, you know, partly for Casey.
That's personal.
But I ended it by kind of putting Zaire down.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Where's your research of that?
Well, you did. You looked it up.
No, the meaning of the name. Yeah, what was it?
And how there's a meaning of the name, that kind of blew me away. I don't know. It was pretty. I think there was part compassion or part something with the heart, but also power. Like not power in the sense of.
I don't remember. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So here we are. Yeah, like sharing, being raw, not our usual.
Try not to expose myself. My night shirt. I said I'm changing. You're like, nope.
I was guided to do this, but Casey was listening to the videos, and I was still on the final path, and you know, getting.
You were very assertive with that. Because I could have shut it down, could I not? But you were
in your
yeah. You're like, we're doing a video. I'm like, right now.
I mean,
No, I could feel you were embodying that masculine, divine masculine energy, and so I went with it.
So it's going to be interesting. I mean, not good, bad, or in different ways. It's just going to be what it's going to be, and like I'm not going to put any more focus on. I mean, I feel different, and it's empowered. Where before, like I said, it was passive. It was just okay. I'll just kind of I'll hold that feminine, sort of. No, I'm not. I've never been violent. Isn't the right word, but like the embodiment of just. Well, I guess there was a time. There was a time where I was angry and hurt, and it came out in different ways. And I did a lot of work to remove that, so, yeah, divine timing, it's all there for all of us, and you'll be where you need to be, when you need to be, and experience what you need to be, or, experience. And it just so happens that, we did go to bed early last night, but I'm gonna wait for Casey before I get off, see if she wants to say anything. But yeah, this is as raw as it gets, just sitting on a couch with, So I was just saying that I was gonna wait for you to get back, and then I don't know if you wanna say anything or.
Nope, I said I don't think I'll share too much.
Okay. All right, we're gonna be done for now, and I don't know that I what's coming through me is like just taking a day off for ourselves, like on whatever level. Well,
I don't really think about it unless I'm feeling it. So
yeah, I know. I'm
just like to share this stuff, which that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, that's partly where I'm going.
Yeah.
So thanks for all the support, love, watching, views. This is only going to keep expanding, not just for us, but the collective, and
and we connected with the woman. We video chatted for 2 hours. It was
a new friend,
really
that we
very
might
powerful,
probably going to go try to connect with.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So that it's about the community connecting and sharing, and that's what we're doing our part on this end. And but I did want to make one last point about July, and all right,
shoulders back.
the energetics that we're coming into, they're pretty intense, and July, especially for us Leos, because we came in at this time, and the alignments, and doing the work, and this is we were guided and called in for our work specifically for this first part of it, and then
we've already shared.
Okay.
I just cut it off. So.
Talk to you all soon. Bye.